Good morning, my elevators. This is Elle Beecham, owner, creator, and founder of the Elevate Movement, which is a naturopathic approach to healing and mental health. It is the day after Christmas, December 26th. And yesterday, there was so much, love in the air, spending time with family, gift exchange and a lot of food, a lot of laughs, a lot of memories and stuff was, created. And I just had the time to just kind of sit back and reflect on, how my holiday was, what I did, who I spent it with, the gifts, that were given, the time, the hugs, the laughs, the kisses, all of that. And one thing that I thought about was, a mother's prayer or a mother's concern, for her children or her child. And it brought me to this. I don't know about you, but I always think of, my daughter and who she'll date and what type of person, she'll date or attract. And it's always been my prayer for her to have a person that has a solid relationship, with God, with himself, with his family. But someone that is able to love her just as much as we love her. And she's not perfect. None of us are, right? But I want someone to be able to embrace her flaws, her shortcomings, her moods, just her in totality, like the entire person. And that's a normal prayer and concern for a mother. Like, we always want our children to be loved and adored and shown, just the utmost respect. Which also, segued me into myself. Not only do I want that for her, but I want that for myself. I want to be able to pray and cover, my person, and I want them to cover me. Because that's what it's about. Yeah, it's about the gifts and the time and the food, just having fun and fellowship. But it's also being able to do it with the person that you love and doing it with the person, that loves you. So I think it's very important for us to continue to pray, speak life over our life and into our life. I'm constantly speaking to my heart. I speak to my mind all the time. I also speak to my yoni because I want all of that to work together, mind, body, and soul. Like, I want it all to work in tandem and in unison. So teaching our children what to look for, we can't expect for them to go by the model that we provide because that may not be the model for them. But if we communicate with our children and give our children the real, like, this is how mom is, or this is how dad is, but maybe that may not work for you. You may want to get you someone that does X, Y, and Z. But talk to them and show them, these are the things that we look for. Oftentimes we feel like our kids should know, or they've been around us and they should know, or, we have provided them a good example or whatever. But, that doesn't always work. Observation is one way of learning, but an actual conversation is too. So sitting down, talking to our children, letting them know, the ingredients to a healthy relationship. Talk to them and let them know, this is what I pray for you. This is what I desire for you to have. This is what I would like for you to have. This is the type of person, that I would like for you to have. We don't have to pick them, but just pouring into them and letting them know that, like, mama is always praying for you. Mama always have you in my heart. Oftentimes, Black families, we don't do a lot of talking and communicating. There are a lot of assumptions being made. And just moving forward in 2023, I don't think we should assume that our children know how we feel about them just because we're there and we take care of them financially. Just saying I love you, it's not enough. We got to do more than the I love yous. We got to hug. We got to kiss. We got to sit down. We got to talk. We got to get outside of our comfort zone. A lot of times we don't want to hear things. We don't even want to hear stuff about ourselves. We don't want to hear that we were shitty parents. We don't want to hear that we could have done something better, or this is how you handle me, or this is a better approach. We don't want to hear those things about us, but sometimes it's very effective. Sometimes it can be the one thing that'll save the relationship between you and that child. So this is a twofold video. On one half, it is the mother's prayer and praying for, our children, but also communicating. The other side of that is being the exemplar and the example so that our children will see what good, healthy relationships are and what they look like and what goes into it and the interactions. And because we know children do learn from observation, that's not the only way, but show them something that they can walk away with and pour into, themselves as well as their relationships too. So December 26th, I'm signing out. Remember to be kind to yourself, to love yourself, to be patient with yourself. Like, we are all learning and we're doing the best that we can with what we have. So until my next video, elevators, I'm out.